Hey, welcome back to the Furality Sylva DJ interviews, the deep dive. We're gonna be asking them hard
Hey.
questions. I've got Khaliber here.
Ooh.
Hey, what's your hardware
Hi.
software setup?
So I'm actually going to be running, a Rekordbox DJ. I actually was just transitioning off of a Serato DJ, which I use like for a lot of my online stuff because it has like a very nice video plugin, which I just used for like visuals and stuff. And that's all I did. But now I'm switching my writers because I'm starting to get more like bigger shows and stuff. And they only use Rekordbox.
Oh
So
no!
I kind of just got to move on with, I just got to move on with the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing shows and that's all they got, you got to be able to be adaptive for sure. What do you do for hardware?
Yep, exactly. For hardware, I'm using a lot of DJ controllers. I use my my DDJ SX because Serato head, but apparently it works very good with Rekordbox. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy a new one. I'm just gonna use the controller I have already.
If I remember right, I think Rekordbox is Pioneer's proprietary.
Absolutely.
What's something you like about?
It's just the industry standard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's something that you like about the SX?
I think it's just like the perfect balance when it comes to like portability as well as having like performance features and stuff. Like having like that much features like available when it released. It was such a huge groundbreaking situation when it first released because again, it was just so portable and had like so many great performances. It was probably one of like I think it was like one of the best like performance controllers when it released.
Oh, absolutely. I've got an SX too, and I skateboard on that thing all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's move on to the next segment. What got you inspired to become a DJ? How did you become Khaliber?
Well, believe it or not, this is actually not my first alias. I think throughout since 2013, I've kind of went through like 5 or 6 different aliases, and this is like my newest one, and my most successful one. Hooray!
Hooray!
I think what really, yeah, hey, I think what really got me into it was seeing a lot of fandoms like create like a lot of like electronic music, because at the same time where I started like DJing, it was also the same time where I kind of like got exposed to EDM for the first time. So like the very first thing was actually like the Brony fandom with some of their characters being like around electronic music, like having like dubstep and stuff. And that was the first time I ever heard of dubstep.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. And it just blew my mind when I first heard it, and I was like,
the music production scene in the Brony
I want to
fandom.
do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That production scene was great. For sure. So yeah, I definitely feel you.
Absolutely.
Do you have any DJs that inspired you or lifted you up or helped you got to where you are now?
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. I think the first time I actually saw like a electronic music act was Skrillex performing at Ultra Miami.
Nice.
And the way he was DJing, like using different effects and also backspinning, looping and stuff, all those like cool mashups, it all blew my mind as well. And that's kind of what really locked me into like the whole DJing side of like the electronic music scene. And I couldn't be happier than where I'm at right now.
Nice. Have you done very many of the like clubs in VR? Or are you mostly just live?
I've performed at one club. Well, it's kind of in relation to like an event organizer. Myriad VR does a lot of VR club events and stuff. But since I'm on a quest, I can't really do much. But I've done a couple on the Conduit world, which it's a very small box, but it's like very like intimate, and I actually kind of like it.
Oh, for sure. Gotta have that earmuff mode on, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's way too many talking there. The amount of times I've ruined a recording because, like, the most random discussions I've had to, like, accidentally eavesdropped in those recordings.
Oh, man. And our last little bit of the segment, is do you have any advice or tips and tricks for people looking to come into DJing?
I have a couple. So first and foremost, as we mentioned earlier, is being adaptable, because this scene is like so vast and there's so many people at play, and there's like and it's changing so quickly. Like we're just seeing like so much change in the paradigm, especially when it comes to like when saw Skrillex, Fred again, and like Fortet playing Coachella, and they're playing like multiple like this one particular song like over and over again, and then like how they like mix different music and stuff at that. Just like so many different things are changing in the dance music industry, that you just have to be adaptable to like what's going on right now, but also be true to yourself and have fun, because that's all that matters. And if you're not having fun while just making music or just having fun, you're just wasting everyone's time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really good. Could you elaborate about what you were saying on like being your true self?
So
like, what do you mean by
when
that?
you're trying to be so when you're trying to be adaptable, or just like trying to follow the trends, so in order to remain relevant, it's very easy to lose yourself and just end up just focusing on the numbers and focusing on what genres are popular, and that's just the extent of your brand, and that's the extent of your like music creation, when it doesn't need to be that way. Like you can also do like other genres that are true to you, and play the music that you want, but also at the same time you can also like sort of adapt the stuff that you like to the trends and stuff, to probably make something super cool, and then it catches a buzz, and and everyone is enjoying it. And yeah, there's so much.
There is so much. But that's kind of why I wanted to do like this interview series to begin with, because we've got 24 DJs, I believe, for Sylva, and we all bring really cool stuff to the table. So it's really, really interesting to see all this really good stuff coming from you all. Those are really, really good answers. Thank you so much for taking the time to come talk to me a little bit about DJing. Can't wait to see.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
so
I'm so
can't
excited.
wait to see what you come up with.
I just hope people like it.
Super good. Well, thank you so much for joining the Furality Sylva DJ Deep Dive. We'll catch you on the dance floor. Bye.